Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. So it's said that we miss 100% of the goals that we don't set. And this saying might be a little bit overplayed or overused, but it does not lose relevance because at the end of the day, if you don't set goals, you can't reach those goals. But before we get to that, are you one of those people that might be in a situation where it feels like you're not moving anywhere, you're not going anywhere, you're always stuck on the same thing, you're always stuck on the same situation, you don't progress, you don't move forward, it feels like you're stuck in a rut, it feels like you're not going anywhere. And if you are one of those people, I want you to ask yourself this question. Do I have goals? Do I have something that I'm pursuing? Do I have something that I'm running towards? Or am I just going through the motions, aimlessly living life and just trying to get by, just going day by day by day, moving through it and just surviving? Because there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with just surviving and just coping. There are certain places or certain times in our life when we absolutely need to resort to only that. When it's extremely busy or extremely hectic, or we don't have the option or luxury of pursuing something specifically. But, if you don't set a goal for yourself, you will just stay on the same place and you might feel like you're stuck in a rut. It might feel like you're not going anywhere. It might feel like you're not progressing and evolving and moving forward in life. So setting goals is actually pretty overpowered. And the reason why I say that is because if you have a goal to set, or if you have set a goal for yourself, you can start actively pursuing it. Not only does it occupy your mind and gives you something to do, but it also allows you to put plans in motion to move towards that goal, or to upgrade your life, so to say. We live in the world of upgrades where every year there's a new phone or a new computer component or a new console or something. There's always something to upgrade to. Why not think about your life as maybe also something that you can upgrade? And the pathway to upgrade your life is by setting goals, is by setting achievable, measurable, and actionable goals. Goals are pretty overpowered, like I already said, because it not only motivates you to reach that goal, but it also allows you to propel your life forward into that goal. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but to me it kind of does. Because I've been using goals to reach things in my life since, I don't know, forever. I used to be at a place where I was like aimless, going through the motions and trying just my best to survive. But the thing is, if you don't set goals, then you won't be able to reach the life that you want for yourself. As an example, I used to have a really unlikable job. It wasn't a lot of fun, it was cold calls, and I really didn't like it. I did not have fun with it. I wanted something more. So, I went through the motions. I already had a degree that wasn't very useful, and this is why I was in this position. I wanted to get more out of life. So, what did I do? I set a few goals, and those goals were to get a better job, to move up in life, to at least get a salary there where I can support myself and save. And how I did this is I set goals. I set goals to go and study, to get a degree. Then my next goal was to get a job that can pay for the lifestyle that I want, and so forth and so forth. Goals are not just something that you set once, but it is something that you set continuously. Okay, so let's start off by this. Before setting any goals, you need to firstly understand what your purpose is and what you desire out of life. Because if you don't understand those two basic things, then setting goals become a lot more harder. You need to ask yourself the really difficult question. What do I want? What do you want? Ask yourself. And then tell yourself, I want a stable job. I want stable finances. I don't want to worry about how I'm going to survive the next day. Okay, cool. Those are extremely actionable and possible. It's possible for you to reach that goal. It's possible for you to get that desire. But how? Now comes the second part. So the first part is understanding what you desire out of life. And now the second part is planning to set goals to reach that desire. Goals can be set in many different ways. I find it the best if I sit down, listen to a bit of music, something that's more acoustic or doesn't have vocals because I don't want to be distracted by the vocals. And I sit down and I ask myself, what do I want? Then I write all of that down on a sheet of paper. Then I have a next sheet of paper and I start setting goals. So now the important thing to understand about goals is they can be demotivating if we make them too big. If you say, I want $1 million in the bank, that can be an extremely hard to reach goal because making money is, surprise, surprise, difficult. But if we break that goal down into more manageable or actionable tasks, then it becomes much easier to reach that goal and we don't get as demotivated. So first thing first, set actionable goals or set manageable goals. Make sure that your goals are reachable because many times we want to live in this idealistic world where we want to set a goal so massive and so big, but there's no real way for us to reach that goal and we get demotivated and we go, yeah, I tried the whole goal thing, but it doesn't work for me. Make sure that your goals are achievable. You know that old thing about how do you eat an elephant? I know it's a terrible thing, but you do it piece by piece. And this is exactly with big goals. Break them down into smaller, more manageable, and more actionable pieces. This way, we can really set in motion a plan to get ourselves to our goal. As an example, let's say your goal is to be financially free. You don't want to worry about money anymore. Well, the first thing is to get a job that will pay enough money so that you can cover your living expenses as well as save money. Okay, so we have a goal. Get a job that will do that. How do I get that job? Now we need to break that goal down into smaller pieces. Am I going to get that job by maybe pursuing a certain line of study? Maybe I should go and study a specific degree. Let's say I want to do something in tech. Do I need to go study computer science in order to get this thing? If I want to become maybe a software engineer or something like that. Or maybe I want to become investment banker or whatever. Will you have to go and study? Also with these things, just note that every person is different and every person has a different aptitude. So maybe numbers isn't your thing. Then try and manipulate your goals in such a way that they will work for you as a person. Do you have a goal to just be happy? Well, that's a very, very big goal, but you need to break that down into smaller chunks as well. What can I do to be happier? Well, every day go outside and touch grass, I suppose. But jokes aside, there are things that you can do, things that you can set in motion to be happier. As an example, go outside and take a walk. Be more sociable, laugh more, breathe, make time for meditation, all of those things. These are all little tasks that we can set in place to reach our goal. But before we can even set those tasks, I want to motivate you to set a goal. Make sure that that goal is reachable. As an example, let's say you want to be healthier because you've noticed that you are getting a lot of health defects and you want to be just healthier generally. Then a good thing would be, a goal would be to say, I want to be healthier. Now we need to break that goal into smaller goals. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do this by walking every day. I'm going to do this by doing 10 push-ups every day. Small and manageable goals. Next thing is that goals are shifting and moving. Be cautious of your needs because your needs today are not necessarily your needs tomorrow. Needs are an evolving thing. It's something that changes with time. It's something that changes as you grow as a person, and as your environment around you changes, your needs will also change. So make sure that you update your goals accordingly. Let's say now that let's take the be healthier goal. Let's say I have that one specifically queued out and I'm now able to do 10 push-ups a day. Maybe I should update my goal to say I need to do 20 push-ups a day. So update your goals. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is persistence. You won't be able to really reach your goal without being persistent. Persistence in two things. Number 1, be persistent in reminding yourself about your goal. And number 2, be persistent in pursuing that goal. So keep on reminding yourself. Have that paper with your goals up. Stick it up against your door or somewhere where you can see it every day. And make sure to read through it every now and again so that you are reminded of those goals. So that they're in your mind, in the back of your head. You're constantly pursuing, you're constantly running towards them. And number 2, be persistent in pursuing that goals. Because if you're just going to give up halfway through, then logically you won't reach that goal. And then I know I said that was the last one, but here's a bonus one. Talk about your goals. Talk to people, talk to your family, talk to your friends. Make it known that you are trying to reach these goals. Because a lot of the time we will need support from the people around us. And don't feel silly about your goals. Your goals are not silly. They're something that's important to you. Be sure to pronounce it. Be sure to say it out loud. Speak it into the universe if you want. But be sure that you have the support of your people around you. Say, I want to be financially independent, and here's how I'm going to do it. Talk about those goals. Make sure that it's out there, that people are supporting you, because that's also something that I found that makes that journey a lot easier, because it can be lonely. It can be lonely to pursue those goals alone. But if you do it together, if you do it with other people, then it becomes much easier. That's why if you ever tried something like yoga at home, it's dreadful. I hate it. I can't do it. But put me in a yoga studio with other people and all of a sudden, yes, I love this. Because doing something with other people just makes it a lot easier. Okay, so that's basically my rant on goals. I hope that it helps you. I hope that it motivates you to set goals for yourself, set actionable goals, and actually reachable goals. So go forth and conquer, I suppose. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, or do whatever. Go forth and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. Take care. Until next time, bye. Thanks for watching.